It's a beautiful sunny day here in LA, and it's that time of the week that I make our family our weekly bone broth. If you're new here, welcome. I'm May, and today I'm sharing with you all my tips and tricks for the best high collagen bone broth. Making your weekly bone broth has really become a weekly ritual for me, not just for the health benefit, but because it really slows me down. It's a grounding ritual. It feels right. Key to a good quality bone broth is quality ingredients. Every Sunday, my husband and I go to our local farmers market. We love shopping local and picking up any vegetables and protein for the week. This week, I picked up some ground turkey, some chicken feet, some chicken for tonight's dinner, and some veggies too to go along with it. Now, when it comes to bone broth, it's really up to you in terms of how you want to season it. What you plan to do with it really determines how you plan to store it or season it. So really up to you, flexible, and there's really no wrong way to make bone broth. I have a few tips and tricks that I'll share with you as we go along, but remember, this is your bone broth, so do what feels right. Now I've prepped my kitchen and laid out all my ingredients on my stove. I also started by preheating my oven to 400. Key, because this is a step that I've just started doing and it changes the depth of the flavor in an incredible way that I can't go back now. Stove is prepped to 400. I'm gonna go ahead and wash my vegetables. Now this week I'm gonna be working with celery and carrots, no onion, because this week we're gonna be sharing our bone broth with our dog. And if you guys are new here, we also make homemade dog food for our pet. If you haven't checked that out, don't forget to follow, like, and subscribe so we can stay connected and you can see all of our weekly recipes. I'm just gonna cut off the tips and the butts and then just give it a quick rinse. Those are washed. My oven is preheated. I'm prepping the baking tray. Now I have one batch of carrots, one batch of celery, and then we bought 4 pounds of chicken feet, and that is all we're going to be using for this week's batch. So it fits nicely in my tray. And now we're going to put in our chicken feet. Our chicken feet and vegetables are ready. Now we're going to use some extra virgin olive oil. Just drizzle a little bit just so everything roasts nice and golden roast. Now we're going to pop these in the oven for 40 minutes. I'm going to check it at the 30-minute mark and see where we're at. Whew. All right. Our veggies. Oh, that's hot. And our chicken feet. Oh, I think I'm gonna need another glove. Ready, nice and roasted. Wow, look at that. Nice and roasted. Let's build the flavor even more. Add everything to the pot and I'll walk you guys through what I'm gonna be adding this week. Now is when we're going to build the flavor. So I laid out here some apple cider vinegar. This is going to help extract any minerals from our bones here. I'm going to add in some turmeric. This is really going to help with anti-inflammatory properties, and some black pepper to activate it. Some salt to taste, some rosemary, and some bay leaf. Don't know what bay leaf does, but it's fancy. I'm going to start with throwing in some pepper, salt, some apple cider vinegar. I'm going to do about 2 tablespoons, generous amount. I'm going to give this a good mix. And I'm going to bring this to a gentle boil. Once it gets to a gentle boil, I'm going to bring this down to a simmer, and then I'm going to leave it simmering for 24 hours. So I'll show you guys when it's about to that boiling state and what it looks like. That's really when you're going to start. Okay, we brought it to a boil. Now I'm going to lower the flame here, And now we're going to leave it on low flame, and it's going to come down, and now it's going to just go to a nice controlled simmer. Good morning. It is the following morning. It's about 8 a.m. right now, and we're gonna go check on our bone broth. Now, the home always smells so delicious when you wake up. I swear, it smells cozy, like chicken noodle soup. It's perfect. I'm gonna show you guys exactly what it's looking like right now. Lots of oils on the surface that you're gonna be able to see. It went down just slightly, so I'm going to just add a little bit more water and let it go for a few more hours. Now, remember, when we started this yesterday, we started at about 1 p.m., so I want to let it rock till about noon or 1. I love to let my bone broth simmer for that 24-hour roast, but to each their own. 12 hours is sufficient enough. 24, you'll definitely get a little bit more of a dense bone broth. Let's do it. Now, I turned the heat up so slightly back up to our low heat and not the low simmer. So gentle, controlled boils. You could see, you can also see all of the fat that is right on top. Now you could also see some of the water that evaporated overnight. So I'm going to fill this up a little bit more and then let it go again until about noon. All right, it's about noon, so our bone broth is ready to be drained and stored. I'm gonna grab some mason jars. I like storing it in the glass mason jars. It's easier to kind of measure out throughout the week. I love drinking it in the morning as like the first thing that I put in my body. I find that it really helps with my digestive system, hormone health, skin health. It's really medicine in a bottle. So you guys, how I drain it, how I store it, and I want to also let it completely cool on my stovetop before I put it into my fridge. Very important detail. One of my favorite reasons to use this pot is the simplicity of it. Now, although this strained out majority of the gunk, I like to use another strainer when I put it on into my mason jar, just to remove any other little particles that might have escaped the original pot's strainer. Especially since I added things like rosemary, I want to make sure that I get all the additional gunk as well.